you see for your daughter's futures?
I see so much for my daughter's future. And I'm going to talk specifically about my oldest daughter, Faith, because she's like up and coming one right now. But I just see her going on and doing such great things. And I also still see her coming back to the center and giving back just as much as they have given to her. So that's what I see. Yeah, that's what I see.
Yeah, that would be a way to bring it full circle.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And a lot of essays and things that she writes about, because she just had to fill out her application for Scholars on Campus. And that's another program that Emily K has. See, Emily K does so much stuff. And they kind of, keep in touch with the students that have gone on to college. And I just think that's wonderful because, they still need support, because when they go to college, they're really on their own. And they keep in touch with them and they just make sure everything is okay, and different opportunities that open up that they know of, they kind of let them know about the opportunity so they can take advantage of it.
That's a really important, it's just like this huge, it's not just to prepare for college, it sounds like.
And beyond. And beyond.
So going back to the future question, I know it's a lot easier to kind of envision like what Faith, because she's so close to going to school. But can you talk a little bit, either Hope specifically or talk about your daughters in the plural? And it doesn't have to be specific things, but I just love to hear, your dreams for them and what you feel like they'll accomplish. Just explore that a little bit.
Okay. So I believe that my daughters, through the Emily K Center, will be able to accomplish whatever they set their mind to, whatever goals they set for themselves. They can do it. They can achieve it. They can reach those goals. There's nothing that can hold them back except for themselves. And my girls, there's nothing that's going to hold them back because, they know now that it's an endless world of opportunities. And that's what the Emily K Center has taught them and shown them, and by exposing them to so many different opportunities. And like one daughter, my youngest, she does like films and she does technology with our borders, so she's building relationships, and that's what the Emily K Center is all about, building relationships with not only with the students and the lead counselors and the staff, but also relationships with like colleges, college reps. They have college reps come in and the students are able to meet with them. So if that's a university that you are interested in attending, you can meet with them and they know your name. So it's different when your college application comes across the table. They know you. They know what you're capable of. You have a relationship with that person or that organization. And I think that's what the world, evolves around, is relationships and networks. And I'm sure darn glad we're part of the Emily K network and have a relationship.
That's huge.
That is. That is huge.
I'm jumping around a lot.
That's fine. So am I.
No.
So am I.
Before I forget, I'm hoping we can go back to the first question, because I was just thinking that it could be a lot of times after we edit interviews, we're like, oh, if we only had that thing like this. I think it could be great if we could have you introduce yourself So do you have, I'm sorry, do you have 3 daughters?
I do.
Okay, so you have an old, like someone who's older than Faith, like a daughter who's older than Faith.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so that, I don't want you to, so, in a way that feels comfortable and natural for you, I was hoping that you could say, your name, introduce, I'm Toya Merritt.
Yes, Merritt.
Toya Merritt. And my 2 daughters, Faith and Hope, have been involved in the Emily K Center since, and then the year, which was it?
So it's 8. We've been there 8 years.
Okay, so 2010. Does that sound right? You could say for the past 8 years.
Yeah, for the past 8 years.
Yeah. You want to try something like that a few times, like say, my name's, or yeah, I'd like an introduction.
Okay.
And try it. We'll just try it a few times.
Yeah.
We'll see how it
Okay.
goes. Yeah.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay. My name is Toya Merritt, and I have 2 girls that are a part of the Emily K Center. And we have been hanging out at the Emily K Center for over 8 years. And we've been loving every minute of it.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Do you want to try that a couple more times?
Okay, different way.
Yeah, however, yeah.
Okay. My name is Toya Merritt, and my family has been around Emily K for 8 years. I have 2 daughters, Faith and Hope, and we have been with them and part of the program, both the Pioneer Scholars and the Scholars to College program for the past 8 years.
Do you want to try it one more time?
Okay, my name is Toya Merritt, and my family has had the honor and privilege of being a part of the Emily K Center for the past 8 years. I have 2 daughters, Faith and Hope, and they've had the pleasure of being a part of the Pioneer Scholars program. And my oldest, Faith, has been a part of the Scholars to College program for the past 4 years.
That's great. And I was thinking it might be good to have what grades they're in too.
Okay.
Do you think, is that helpful?
Yeah,
Or
I was.
ages?
No, you're thinking
6th
exactly
grade.
what. I was
Yeah.
hoping that. I think it's okay if Toya just breaks it down to just say the daughters, or do you feel like So
yeah, I think so.
maybe so it's almost like we're redoing those the initial question of like, tell me about your daughter Faith.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if you said something like Faith is a senior
Senior.
at the School of Science and Math, and Hope is a 6th grader.
Lucas.
Yeah. We'll try that a few times.
That would be
Okay.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So do I say my name?
No, I don't think.
Okay.
No, not necessary.
Okay. So just say Faith and what grade she's in, and then Hope and what grade she's in.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll try that.
Okay. So my daughter Faith is a senior at the North Carolina School of Science and Math. And then I have my daughter Hope, who is a 6th grader at Lucas Middle School.
Do you want to try that one more time? Faith is a senior at. We'll just try it again.
Okay. Faith is a senior at the North Carolina School of Science and Math, and Hope is a 6th grader at Lucas Middle School.
I have more questions. Do you?
No, go for it.
Okay. Wow, you've given us so many good. I don't want to forget that either. Sometimes I think that we have no idea what it's like to live someone else's life, and the old saying, and unless you've walked a mile in someone's shoes, like we don't know. So I'm wondering, and I will say, if I'm asking too personal a question, tell me.
Mhm.
We'll skip it.
Okay.
But can you talk a little bit, like you said before, like you don't know if you would be able to do this on your own.
Mm-hmm.
All of like the college applications and stuff. I'm hoping you could talk about that as a single parent, what it's like to be trying to stay on top of everything and why it's been a challenge.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, in this ever-changing world where things change from day to day, the Emily K Center has been that one consistent thing that has always stayed the same, that has always been in place, that has always been support for my family, that has always been help, whatever help that we needed. They have always been there for our family. And without their help and support, I do not believe that we would be in the position that we're in today. My girls would not be where they are. They would have not achieved the level of successes that they have achieved, that they would not feel the level of confidence that they feel, that they would not have been exposed to so many different opportunities and so many different experiences that they've been exposed to, if not for the Emily K Center.
As a mom, what type of, because I imagine like we're all kind of united by a lot of the same worries and fears for the people we love, like wanting the very best for them. Can you talk a little bit about that? Maybe even before getting involved in the center, some of the concerns and the fears that you had. Again, too personal, we'll skip it.
One of the fears that I've always faced for my children is that they would come to a place in the road that they did not know which way to go, and that there would be no one there that could help them. And yes, I am standing right beside them, holding their hands, but I don't know which way to go either. And that's what the Emily K Center has been for our family. It's been guidance at the place in the road that we didn't know which way to go. They have helped to direct us. They have helped to advocate for my children, during different situations and things like that, support my children and help to develop them and to nurture my children.
One of the cool things that you told me was that, and I totally did not know about this, but that you've been going to classes there, or they sometimes hold workshops for the parents. Can you share a little bit about that?
So the Emily K Center, it helps to develop the whole, not just the student, and that is a primary focus, but it helps to develop the entire family. And they offer workshops, like financial workshops and like internet safety, and just whatever type of workshop that is relevant at that time. So if whatever it is that we need, they help us as well. And so they're supporting the children, yeah, they are, but they supporting me just as much. And, to be a better parent, to set an example, to teach me, how to be a better advocate for my child. And that's what I really appreciate about the Emily K Center.
They're just incredible.
They are. They are the bomb diggity. Yep, the bomb diggity. Or the bomb.com, whichever one.
That has to make it into the video.
Yeah.
We don't know what they'll say. I understand that this may be an emotional question because I feel like I'm going to start crying asking you, but I guess on those tissues. But, and again, you have answered this, but I just would love to hear you say it again in maybe a different way. Like, what does it mean for you as a mom to have your kids be involved in the center and see basically their lives transformed in this way? What does that mean for you?
It means a lot to me to have my children involved in a place in the center, in the Multicam Center, to be exact, where I see them growing, developing, all the things that I've envisioned for them over, and I've kind of, when you go to bed at night and you have a dream and you dream about, what it's going to be like, when you're older, and then the children are kind of like taking care of you, or they're in a place where they can help you. But and my daughter Faith is funny, but my daughter Faith, she's like, Mommy, you're late. It's 1:15. I have to be there at 1:45. I need to get there 15 minutes early, or just to see the different types of examples that have happened over the years. I've always wanted the best for my children, and I've always wanted them to do better than I have, and to do more than I have, and to do great things, and to be have a huge impact on the community and change other people's lives. And that's what the Multicam Center teaches them. It's really about being a part of your community and building up the community. And that's what they do. Even the surrounding area where they are, like on the West End, they reach out to other children that are not necessarily in the program, and they have like the different college programs and things like that. I can't remember the name of the program. Operation College. I think it's Operation College. So, and they're setting a good example, for my children to follow. That when you give back to your community, and you be the best that you can be, and then you give back, then you will go even further. And that's what the Multicam Center has kind of instilled in them. They see it happening in the center. The center evolves, because they're giving back a lot. They're giving back so much, and they just evolve. And it's just wonderful.
That's really interesting. So it's not just about them doing well for themselves.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And my daughters, they always, especially my oldest, Faith, she always talks about giving back to Multicam. And once she becomes an engineer, coming back to the center and mentoring the other students that are aspiring and who didn't necessarily think that they could dream that dream, to let them know that they can too accomplish what she's accomplished.
It's like just having someone tell you that you can actually go there.
Yeah. Yeah.